Upon the quality of your thoughts depends your life's happiness. In a world constantly attempting to dictate how we should act, think, and feel, envision possessing the ability to discover happiness and inner peace, no matter the circumstances whirling around you. That's not merely powerful, it's transformative. It's about seizing control, not over the world, but over something far more vital and entirely within our grasp, our own minds. Stoicism imparts to us gratitude, resilience, and the skill of leading a life fulfilled. However, this isn't merely a lesson from history. It's about you, your existence right now. It's about confronting the modern world's chaos without forfeiting your composure. It's about uncovering calm amid the tempest and joy in life's simplest aspects. It's about converting your mornings from a dreaded ordeal into a potent springboard for a day brimming with joy and purpose. So, if the clamor of life has ever overwhelmed you, if a moment's peace has ever eluded you, or if you're simply intrigued by how ancient insights could serve as your 21st century secret weapon, stay with us. This might just be the video to alter everything for you. Let's explore the Stoic approaches that can assist us in shaping not only a morning routine, but a life rich with resilience, intention, and genuine happiness. I urge you to devote your complete focus to this video from beginning to end. If you've reached this point, you're distinct from the crowd. You're exceptional, a seeker of wisdom and depth. Your commitment to fully engaging with this content further distinguishes you. This may seem like an elaborate phrase, but it's truly a wonderfully straightforward idea originating from Japan. It's about pinpointing that perfect harmony where your skills, passions, societal demands, and what you can earn all converge. It's your singular purpose for existing. Picture awakening each morning, driven by a vivid purpose that thrills you, rendering the notion of hitting snooze utterly irrelevant. Marcus Aurelius didn't merely focus on withstanding life's trials with stoic resolve. He was profoundly dedicated to the belief that we each have a role to play, contributing something significant. He encouraged us to greet every day as a chance to execute our duties with passion and integrity. Now, consider this within the framework of ikigai. It's not solely about uncovering what you adore. It's about syncing it with what you excel at and what the world requires. That's where the enchantment unfolds. But how do you begin revealing your ikigai? It starts with self-reflection. Pose these questions to yourself. What ignites my passion? And what do I excel? What does the world demand of me? What will provide me income? It's fine if the responses don't emerge immediately. This is a journey, an exploration of your life's various dimensions and interests, observing where they align. This pursuit of your ikigai isn't merely a whimsical, uplifting activity. It's about laying the groundwork for a life abundant in satisfaction and meaning. When your everyday deeds align with your deeper calling, even routine tasks acquire importance. Your relationships begin to thrive because you're more engaged and present. Your creativity surges because you're in tune with your authentic passions. And happiness, overall, well, it transforms into a steady companion rather than a transient guest. So, as you contemplate setting tomorrow morning's alarm, ponder what ikigai signifies for you. What might be so captivating that you'd spring from bed, eager to embrace the day? Keep in mind, this isn't about instant change. It's a gradual process, an unfolding. And as Marcus Aurelius would counsel us, it's about diligently performing the work each day with honor and dedication. Discovering your ikigai isn't solely about personal satisfaction. It's about accepting your place in life's grand weave, adding your distinct strand to humanity's ever-evolving narrative. The ancient Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, strongly believed our actions should carry purpose. Not mere haphazard deeds tossed to the breeze, but intentional steps steered by our internal guide. This outlook extends gracefully to how we ready ourselves for the day ahead, beginning the previous night. Here's the truth. Your morning's quality hinges on how you spend your evening. It's enticing to marathon your favorite show into the late hours or scroll social media until your vision blurs. But let's stop and reflect on how that prepares you for the following day. Your mind requires time to relax, to digest the day's happenings, and to replenish for what lies ahead. That's where a robust pre-sleep ritual enters the scene. Picture approaching your evening routine with the same intent and respect you'd give any other crucial part of your life. This isn't about strict self-discipline that drains the pleasure from your nights. It's about crafting a space that bolsters your well-being and aligns with your aims for the next day. For example, cutting screen time an hour before bed isn't about robbing yourself of leisure. It's about signaling your mind that it's time to unwind, easing you into sleep and awakening refreshed. Planning slightly for the next day can also prove transformative. It might be as basic as noting your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. This simple act establishes a clear path, ensuring you rise with purpose in mind. And this is where the Stoic perspective truly excels. It's about recognizing what we can control and releasing what we cannot. We may not dictate every aspect of our day, but we can undoubtedly shape how it begins. And don't overlook some deep breathing or meditation to soothe the mind. This isn't mere fluff. It's a potent method that tells your body it's time to rest. Breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly reduces stress, lowers your heart rate, and readies your body for deep, restorative slumber. It's akin to hitting a reset switch, ensuring you awaken not only physically renewed, but mentally and emotionally as well. In today's ceaselessly connected world, this might feel like a monumental challenge, but it's utterly essential for establishing your day's tone. Imagine this: your morning's initial moments, untouched by the digital din of emails, social media alerts, or the humming news cycle. It's just you, your thoughts, and the dawn's tranquil silence. That's not just revitalizing, it's empowering. Marcus Aurelius staunchly supported living with focus and intention. He wasn't swayed by ancient Rome's distractions, and trust me, he faced plenty. Instead, he stressed the value of focusing on the present moment and the task before him. He understood something even more pertinent today. Your life's quality rests on the quality of your attention. So, how do we employ this timeless wisdom in our modern era? First, it's about crafting a morning space deliberately free of digital interruptions. This isn't about rejecting technology, but rather opting not to let it govern your day's outset. It's tempting to roll over and instantly check your phone, but that promptly places you in a reactive mode, responding to the external world's demands and dramas. Instead, grant yourself the blessing of a serene start. Envision dedicating your day's first hour to pursuits that feed your soul and hone your mind, perhaps reading, meditating, journaling, or simply savoring coffee while gazing out the window. This isn't squandered time. It's an investment in your wellness. By sidestepping distractions, you're not merely dodging stress. You're actively building a wellspring of focus and peace to tap throughout the day. Maximizing your mornings isn't about piling more onto your to-do list. It's about stripping away the noise that doesn't benefit you. It's about valuing what truly counts before the day's demands tug at your focus. Here, the Stoic practice of concentrating on what's within your power shines. You might not control the deluge of emails awaiting you, but you can decide how and when to address them. So, tomorrow, dare yourself to commence the day on your terms. Resist the impulse to plunge into the digital realm right away. Instead, root yourself in the present, relishing the morning's peace and promise. Remember, each day offers a fresh chance to live more serenely, intentionally, and aligned with your aspirations. Let's make our mornings a tribute to that goal, guided by Stoicism's enduring wisdom and a steadfast focus on what truly matters. At its heart, Stoicism is about discerning what lies within our control and acting with intention and virtue in those realms. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. These figures weren't just preaching endurance of life's woes with grim resolve. They championed proactive involvement in life, mastering our mindset and actions. Rising consistently as a habit reflects this philosophy. It's a proclamation that we dictate our day's beginning, not subject to external pressures or whims. Constructing a life as Stoicism proposes, step by step with satisfaction in each deed, is a compelling notion. It reminds us that grand shifts stem from small, steady actions. Waking at the same hour each morning may appear minor, but it's a foundational practice that paves the way for all else. It's about establishing a stable base for your day, where you're not scrambling the instant your eyes open, but starting with purpose and control. Yet here's the reality. Consistency poses a challenge. It's meant to. The initial days of striving to rise at the same time each morning can feel like scaling a steep hill. Your bed seems cozier than ever, and the lure of hitting snooze just once more can seem overwhelming. This is where the Stoic virtue of perseverance steps in. It's about recalling why you're pursuing this, the person you're shaping through this discipline. It's about looking past immediate ease and aiming for the lasting rewards this habit will yield. Thus, becoming a morning person isn't solely about mornings themselves. It's about embodying traits that render you intentional, focused, and resilient all day long. It's a lesson in self-mastery, aligning your deeds with your principles and nurturing the life you wish to lead, one morning at a time. So, how do we turn consistency into our friend? Begin by setting a firm intention the night prior. Remind yourself why rising at a specific time matters to you. Is it for extra morning quiet to meditate or read? Is it to exercise, or just to start your day more calmly and in command? Then, craft an environment that fosters this habit, perhaps retiring a bit earlier to secure ample rest, or leaving your curtains slightly ajar to let natural light gently rouse you. And when it grows tough, recall the Stoic faith in our will's power and the significance of acting per our values. Each morning you rise at your chosen hour, you're not just launching your day, you're solidifying a pledge to yourself, your development, and a life of purpose and intent. Amid all this discussion of discipline, consistency, and greeting the sunrise, one thing remains vital to recall. We're human. And being human means we're wonderfully intricate beings with minds often favoring the easiest path, the route of instant reward. This is exactly why embarking on new habits, like reshaping our mornings, can initially seem an uphill struggle. Yet, there's something profoundly liberating in recognizing this truth. It's not a defect. It's simply part of humanity. Now, let's infuse some Stoicism into this idea. Stoicism teaches us self-compassion and understanding's importance alongside its demands for resilience and discipline. Marcus Aurelius, in his private reflections, often urged himself to be forgiving and patient with his flaws. He knew that chastising oneself for each misstep wasn't the road to progress. Instead, he endorsed acknowledging our mistakes, learning from them, and then moving on. This mindset is essential when cultivating new morning routines, or any habit, really. Those first days, or even weeks, can be arduous. Your alarm sounds, and every part of you yearns to stay nestled in your bed's warmth. And honestly, some days you'll succumb to that urge. That's fine. The crux is what follows. Do you berate yourself, descending into guilt and self-reproach? Or do you breathe, forgive yourself, and view the next morning as a new chance to try? Patience and forgiveness with ourselves aren't weakness. They're markers of wisdom and strength. They signify we're committed for the long term, prepared to weather the highs and lows with grace. This Stoic act of self-compassion involves understanding our essence, working with it, and gently guiding ourselves toward the life and habits we seek. Moreover, easing up isn't about excusing ourselves or perpetually missing our aims. It's about realizing growth is a journey replete with setbacks and learning curves. It's about grasping that each new day delivers fresh opportunities and challenges, and in this daily renewal, we uncover our resilience and strength. So, as you strive to embrace early mornings or any fresh habit, remember to be gentle with yourself. Revel in the small wins, glean lessons from the stumbles, and greet each day with a spirit eager to try anew. This isn't just about mastering mornings. It's about fostering a mindset ready to tackle life's trials with kindness and resolve blended. Consider the basic act of placing your alarm clock across the room. It's not merely about making snoozing harder physically. It's a declaration, a vow to begin the day on your terms, to rise despite the bed's cozy allure. It's a minor defiance against sleep's inertia and comfort, a stride toward greeting the day with intent. Likewise, making your bed each morning might seem a petty chore, especially if you're the only one to see it. Yet it's far more than smoothing sheets and fluffing pillows. It's a practice in care, signaling to yourself that your surroundings and your interaction with them matter. It's about forging a space mirroring the respect and order you're nurturing within. These small triumphs, as Marcus Aurelius might contend, form a disciplined life's building blocks. They're daily decisions that, though easily dismissed, collectively shape our character. Each time you opt for these little acts, you're voting for the person you aspire to be. You're choosing to embody someone valuing discipline, order, and self-respect and respect for their environment. But why emphasize these minor deeds? Because they're accessible to all. Not everyone can sway life's major events, the upheavals, the sudden shifts, but we can influence how we greet each day's start, how we treat our immediate space, and how we ready ourselves for what's ahead. This is Stoicism at work, focusing on what we can command and releasing what we cannot. Furthermore, these rituals aren't just about fostering discipline for its own sake. They're about building a mindset primed for life's grander trials. If you can dedicate to these small disciplined acts, you're conditioning yourself to honor commitments in weightier domains. You're refining your capacity to persevere, to stay steady amid adversity, and to approach life calmly and collectedly, traits epitomizing the Stoic ideal. So, as you ponder discipline's role in your life, begin modestly. Seek those daily chances to exercise order and self-control. Remember, it's in these instants, in the morning's hush, when you choose to rise and meet the day with purpose, that your character takes shape. These aren't mere tasks or chores. They're rites, infusing your day with meaning and your life with direction and purpose. The concept here is straightforward yet deeply impactful. Sharing your aspirations with someone who not only backs you, but also keeps you accountable can vastly boost your success odds. It turns a solitary quest into a joint venture, making the road to realizing your morning routine and ultimately your life's calling less intimidating and more delightful. View your accountability partner as your comrade in the quest for self-betterment. This individual is there to remind you of your pledges when your bed's warmth feels too inviting to abandon in the early hours. They're there to uplift you when progress lags and to cheer your successes, however slight. This bond is reciprocal. It's about mutual encouragement and support, rooted in the shared aim of becoming our best selves. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, frequently highlighted community and relationship significance in shaping virtue and character. They valued shared wisdom, learning from each other, and the fortitude derived from knowing you're not solitary in your struggles. Seeking an accountability partner today nods to this ageless insight, acknowledging that while the path to purpose and self-discipline is personal, it needn't be lonesome. Additionally, an accountability partner can spotlight blind spots in your approach or routine you might overlook alone. They can provide fresh viewpoints and insights, sparking unexpected growth. This alliance transcends mere check-ins on waking punctually or adhering to morning meditation. It's about meaningful exchanges on what works, what doesn't, and how you can mutually aid adjustments. So, how do you identify this accountability partner? Seek someone sharing your dedication to self-improvement and growth. This might be a colleague, family member, or friend. The crux is selecting someone you trust, with whom you can be candid about your successes, struggles, and goals. Once you've chosen, clarify what you aim to accomplish and the support you need. Establish regular check-ins and support each other, offering advice, encouragement, and, when needed, a gentle pushback on course. Remember, securing an accountability partner isn't just about external drive. It's about forging a bond that elevates and inspires you both. It's about creating a shared haven where vulnerability, honesty, and mutual support are cherished and nurtured. In this haven, your broader life goals and morning routines intertwine in a collective strive toward a more fulfilling, disciplined, and intentional life. The Stoic habit of contemplating mortality is a summons to act, a nudge to live with intent and purpose. It urges us not to fritter our time on trifles, but to focus on crafting a meaningful legacy. Each morning we awaken, we're granted a new chance to engage with life meaningfully, to foster personal growth, pursue fulfillment, and positively impact the world around us. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often mused on life's fleeting nature, underscoring the need to live virtuously and maximize our time. This wasn't intended as gloom. Rather, it was a freeing epiphany that unshackled him from trivial worries, enabling focus on his roles as emperor and a person pursuing virtue. The notion is that by bearing the end in mind, we're likelier to live with clarity and purpose, prioritizing relationships and matters that truly count. Recalling death within our morning routines reshapes how we approach each day. It's not just another day. It's a gift, one not promised to anyone. This awareness can deeply affect how we opt to spend our time, the pursuits we undertake, the bonds we cherish, and the legacy we aim to forge. It's a cue to live fully, love profoundly, and enhance the world slightly from how we found it. Moreover, this Stoic practice aids in keeping perspective amid life's unavoidable setbacks and challenges. When we recall our time's finitude, daily irritations and hurdles wield less sway over us. We grow more resilient, more centered on long-term aims, and less apt to be swayed by fleeting troubles. It's a practice fostering gratitude for the moment and spurring us to maximize it. So, how can we weave this Stoic tenet into daily life? It starts with a morning moment of reflection. View the day ahead as a blank slate, a chance to positively enhance your life's tale and those around you. Ask, if this were my final day, would I take pride in how I'm choosing to spend it? This isn't about dwelling in constant existential dread, but cultivating deep gratitude for the now, for the chance to love, learn, and live. In adopting the Stoic practice of recalling death, we're not fixating on the end, but on the present and how we opt to live each day. It's a potent remedy to complacency and a reminder to live with gratitude, purpose, and intent. So, let's welcome each morning aware it's a gift, a chance to shape a life rich in meaning and aligned with our core values. This is Stoic living's essence, making the most of our finite time to craft an enduring legacy. We're often advised to dwell on the positive, to envision happiness and success to draw them into our lives. Yet, the Stoics, with their deep wisdom, present a differing view that's both empowering and practical. Negative visualization isn't about gloom. Rather, it's a means for preparation, resilience, and ultimately, heightened appreciation of the now. This practice's core is periodically picturing the difficulties, losses, or challenges you might encounter in life. This could span minor annoyances, like a rainy day or missed bus, to graver trials, such as losing a loved one or job. The aim isn't to linger on these scenes to foster anxiety or fear, but to mentally practice how you'd handle them if they occur. This visualization process equips you mentally and emotionally, rendering you less prone to being derailed by life's inevitable ebbs and flows. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all held that contemplating everything's impermanence beyond our control could nurture deeper resilience and peace. This practice prompts us to concentrate on what we can command, our actions, attitudes, and responses. Embedding negative visualization into your morning ritual can reshape how you tackle your day. Rather than exiting your door oblivious to potential hurdles ahead, you're mentally primed to confront them. It's akin to a mental workout, fortifying your resilience, so when life hurls a surprise, you're not floored. You've rehearsed this in your mind and can tap pre-visualized tactics to navigate it. Moreover, this practice yields a lovely, somewhat ironic outcome. It boosts our gratitude for the present. By imagining life, sans things we take for granted, we return to reality with renewed thankfulness for them. It's a reminder of how much we have to appreciate here and now. This isn't about fearing loss, but leveraging its thought to enrich our gratitude for the present. So, how do we enact negative visualization constructively and healthily? Begin with a few morning moments to ponder the day's potential challenges or wider future scenarios. Picture how you'd ideally react, what strengths you'd summon, what insights you could gain, and how you might grow. Then, release the visualization and move forward, bearing a sense of readiness and enriched appreciation for your current state. Incorporating gratitude into our lives, particularly as we close our day, can profoundly affect our outlook and well-being. Maintaining a gratitude journal is a wonderfully simple yet deeply effective way to foster this appreciation. It's about pausing before sleep to reflect on the day and note a few things we're thankful for. This might range from a stranger's kind act, a stunning sunset, a tough task completion, or just our bed's comfort awaiting us after a long day. Writing what we're grateful for shifts our focus from life's lacks to its present abundance. It's a practice aligning seamlessly with Stoic lessons, which stress valuing what we possess over what we don't, what's in our control over what isn't. This perspective shift not only paves the way for peaceful sleep, free from lingering frustrations or unmet wants, but also primes our minds to start the next day with appreciation and purpose. But why conclude the day with gratitude? Because it lets us end on a positive note, irrespective of faced challenges. It's a means of reaffirming life's good, finding peace amid unrest, and cultivating a mindset spotting growth and joy opportunities in all situations. This nightly gratitude habit sparks a ripple effect, influencing not just our sleep, but how we approach mornings and awaken. It turns our day's first thoughts from alarm clock grumbles to quiet eagerness for what lies ahead, what fresh things we might find to appreciate. Moreover, this habit of valuing our life stretches beyond our personal realm. It enriches our relationships as we grow more aware of those around us' worth and more vocal about appreciating their presence. It deepens our world connection as we become more thankful for and observant of the wonder and beauty surrounding us, often in mundane moments. So, as we mull over the many strategies to enhance our mornings and, thus, our lives, let's not dismiss ending our day with gratitude's power. It's a practice embodying the Stoic chase for a good life, one defined not by material gains or external feats, but by contentment, inner peace, and deep appreciation for the moment. As we conclude this exploration through 10 Stoicism-inspired strategies, it's evident each practice, each step, is more than a mere task. It's a route to nurturing a life of resilience, intention, and deep gratitude. Adopting these practices doesn't guarantee every day's perfection, but it ensures every day meets a more resilient, grateful, and stronger you. Within you lies the power to transform not just mornings, but your whole life into a mirror of Stoic ideals, contentment, wisdom, and virtue. Remember, this is merely the start. A vast realm of Stoic wisdom awaits exploration, poised to steer you toward a more fulfilled, meaningful life. If this journey enlightened you and you're eager to delve deeper into Stoic living, I invite you to explore our playlist right on the screen. It's brimming with stories, insights, and practical advice to help you embrace Stoic philosophy's full depth. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel for more content. Please share your experiences and leave comments. Let's undertake this path of resilience, growth, and fulfillment together. Here's to mornings imbued with purpose, days lived intentionally, and a life overflowing with gratitude. Thank you for joining the Philosopher Guy community. See you next time.